Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a car that I think has slipped very much under the radar but might be a fabulous choice in 2025 because this is the BMW 530e Touring. Now in this video we're going to take a look around what's slightly different on the 530e, the more internal combustion traditional new shape 5 Series rather than the i5. What's different between them? A little hint, it's not a whole lot. But before we go into that, let's talk about what this car is. Of course, it is a plug-in hybrid, as is the way with BMW's E-branded models. We've got a 2-litre 4-cylinder petrol engine up front, a bank of batteries down there in the rear for a combined power output of around 300 horsepower. But that's not the big thing with this. This has the brand new updated batteries, so you actually get up to around 60 miles on the WLTP cycle on just battery power alone. And that's not it. If you are a business user and you want this car as a company car, it's actually got an exceptionally low benefiting kind of just 8% at time of filming, which means that this incredible machine is exceptionally affordable through a business. But not just that, if you're a private buyer as well, I think this is a great option because it gives you the blend of both internal combustion and electrification. I've been driving a hybrid actually for 6 months now, and I think it's absolutely fantastic. But enough of that, let's now go into a little bit of the design on the exterior and then the interior. We'll start our walk around down here at the front end like we always do, where you can see a whole host of traditional BMW design cues. So the kidney grills here are large and horizontal. You've got this new daytime running light design to the lights. However, they follow the lines of the car round, and actually I see a little bit of E65 series in the way that they swoop around and up on the side of the car. This is an M Sport, so you've got the different front bumper down here, gloss black elements tying in with this Sophisto grey paintwork really nicely. But what's different to the i5? Well, really, there's only one telltale difference, and that is the grille. Instead of being a totally blocked in, almost solid effect like it is on the i5, this has almost more traditional slatted grills, with the grille being blocked in when the engine doesn't need cooling and then opening up when it does. You then also got this bit here which has all of your sensors and so on for your front end collision warning and so on there. And then there is also a design cue which is actually making its way through the whole of the range. The power lines on the bonnet which sweep down through the grille and down through the front of the car, surrounding the roundel and really emphasising that powerful roundel. Along the side of the car, it's very traditional BMW touring. So I think, my personal opinion, I adore a touring. I would have one over an SUV, so this car for me is absolutely spot on. You've got the big pronounced swage line which runs the whole way along the side of the car. You've got the door handles here which are flush against the car. Really nice thing. This particular car is sat on the 20-inch alloy wheels with the red brake calipers behind there, but it is just, I think, a really sleek traditional design. There's not a whole lot to talk about. As you can see, the front lights wrap around the side of the car, as I've already said, remind me of the E60 and E61 back in the day. It was actually a really clean, crisp design, and I think this particular colour suits it really well. The Sophisto grey just makes it a really cool, elegant looking car. As we move to the rear of the car, again, you'll see it's a very traditional touring shape. However, I think it looks really cool. There's actually a lot more design going on here than you might expect. You've got a big crease across the back here. The rear bumper is super defined with this almost triple diffuser effect back here. Of course, you can't see any exhaust pipes. That doesn't mean this car is purely electric, it just means that with most of BMW's core brand now, you actually can't see any visible exhaust pipes. They're hidden way underneath the rear bumper. You only see exhaust pipes on the M Performance models and the full-blown M models, so the M5 Touring, the quad pipes. But I love these rear lights where they swoop around the side of the car and up. They're super crisp and super lovely. One thing that has gone, the opening tailgate, where you get just the glass that opens up, the shopping chute as I like to call it, has gone for the new 5 Series. Instead, you've just got a traditional opening boot with absolutely acres and acres of space in there. You don't really lose anything by this car being a hybrid, and of course, it's electronically folding as standard. The interior of the 530, I think, is a personal highlight. It is stunning in here. I really do like the way that BMW have gone with the new 5 Series, and a lot of this is now making its way into the rest of the range. You've got this beautifully sculpted dashboard with the ambient lighting throughout. It is just fabulous. You've got the brand new operating system up here with wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. It's super crisp, super lovely, and it just makes the rest of the interior feel so fantastic. We've then got this flat bottom steering wheel directly in front of me, nice and chunky, lovely to hold. Buttons either side for your media controls and of course your cruise control, your speed limit and so on. We've then also got this newly designed center console here with a new drive select toggle here, the crafted clarity on the iDrive as well. iDrive controllers are actually starting to make their way out of current BMWs. However, this 5 Series does retain that control. However, the infotainment system is also controlled via touchscreen. So it's touchscreen and also can be controlled manually through the iDrive controller down here, just like it always has been. But I really love this double sculptured effect. The feel, the touch of everything in here is super lovely. These seats are exceptionally comfortable. The 5 Series has always been a wonderful product, and I think with this new generation that really stepped the ball on again, whether it's the fully electric i5, the half and half, the internal combustion and electric version like this, the 530e, or the entirely internal combustion version, the 520i, I think they have nailed the styling. They look fabulous, and for me, I would always have a Touring just because I love Tourings. You get exceptional space back there, a brilliant interior. It's such a lovely, lovely place to spend time. And I haven't actually driven a 530e, but I've spent a lot of time in the i5 Touring, and that car is just superb to drive. So I imagine this car would be very, very similar, just with obviously a little bit of differentiation between the internal combustion and the battery. But the fact that this 530e now has an incredible electric range as well as the petrol mode, but the big thing for me and why I wanted to take a look at this car is because I think it is just the perfect option. You have that electrification and you also have the internal combustion side of it. With such a great range as well on the batteries in these newer systems, it's usable, it's incredibly usable. If you, say for example, work 20 miles from your home, you can have a home charger, you never even need to use the petrol. However, then if you go further afield, you can then rely on good old-fashioned internal combustion as well. But if you want any more information on the new BMW 530e or any BMW for that matter, please use the link in the description of this video to get in contact with your local Sytner BMW retailer. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel for plenty more content to come, and I will see you guys again very, very soon.